everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer. In this video, I'll be showing you how I made these cookie cutter suet cakes using birdseed. If you're new to my channel, this is part of my Christmas countdown of crafts. This year I'm featuring easy and inexpensive projects using materials found in nature. So if you're interested in making today's item, stay with me and I'll show you how it's done. These are the supplies you will need to make 2 suet cakes, and you could double this if you'd like to make more. Approximately 2 cups of birdseed, ½ cup of water divided, flour, 1 tablespoon of non-flavored gelatin, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, fruit, parchment paper, cookie cutters. Choose ones that are like this, that are metal and have openings in the front and back so you can push the cake through once hardened. I chose a star and tree shape. Twine, or some type of rope, and a straw. Start off with a 1/4 cup of hot water and add 1 packet of gelatin, which is equal to 1 tablespoon. Mix until dissolved, then add the other 1/4 cup of cold water. Next, stir in 1 tablespoon of corn syrup and mix until blended. Then add the birdseed a little bit at a time and mix. I probably added about 2 1/4 cups total. To help thicken the mixture, add flour a spoonful at a time until there's a little bit of moisture at the bottom of the bowl. The liquid you see is gelatin and will harden. Next, place a piece of parchment paper on the counter. Just a hint, I should have put a cutting board down first because you will be moving the cutters to a freezer or cold location. Then give the cutters a quick spritz of cooking spray and begin spooning the mixture inside. I added a slice of orange to one first. This is totally optional though. I thought it might give the mixture strength, but it also adds weight. I intend on hanging mine, but if they aren't strong enough, I'll just place them in suet cages. Continue until the birdseed mixture fills the cookie cutter and is packed inside the shape. Next, cut a piece of straw and push it through the mixture so you can attach string later. Placement is key as the twine will need to support the weight of the suet cake. I repeated the process with the tree shape but added cranberries instead of orange slices. I quickly realized I didn't have enough to fill the cutter to the very top, so this one won't be as thick. I would suggest filling both cutters at the same time to avoid this issue. I put the straw down a little bit lower because the top of the tree is narrow. Then I put the cakes in the freezer to harden for about a ½ hour. Next, I very gently began applying even pressure to push the forms out of the cutters. They aren't fully set, but firm enough to hold their shape. Then I put them back in the freezer for the night. The next day, they were fully hardened and ready to hang. You can go about this any way you'd like, but I opted to trim my straws and leave them inside the suet cakes because I think it will add strength and hold up better. Because there was a little bit of frozen suet inside the straws, I gently removed it with a drill bit. Then I cut a strip of twine, tied it in a knot, and pulled it through. You can stop here or add embellishments. I cut a few pine branches and late season flowers from my beds to give the fronts a little bit of pizzazz, and I strung a few cranberries on too. They're held in place by tying a second knot in the string towards the back. Now they're ready to place outside. I don't know how these will hold up in warmer climates, but it's in the upper 30s on the day of filming this and perfectly suitable. I have some more footage I need to capture, so I'm not leaving them outside yet, but I'm sure my backyard birds are going to quickly discover this tasty treat and enjoy it. And I hope you like this project as well. I only have one other craft left in this countdown, but they're all organized for you in a playlist just in case you haven't seen them. If you aren't already a subscriber, I invite you to hit that follow button and look me up on the other social media platforms as well. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.